Hey everybody, it's Mikala, the Mad Music Podcast. I'm with my lovely co-hosts Amma and Dami.
Hey.
We're the podcast that talks about music that moves us in a myriad of ways. How are you ladies doing today?
Well,
Cool.
I still down my work pants, so y'all already know.
Oh my God, it's today? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Get going. Goodness gracious.
It's a working woman right there.
My how's work?
It is what it is.
Yeah, I work for my check today, for sure.
It be like that.
Yeah.
It be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Very tired.
One of them days.
Yeah.
One of them days.
You guys got a chokehold? What you been listening to throughout the week?
I'll just not throughout the week, but honestly, I was listening to it on my way over here, and I was like, I forgot how good it was. Party Girls, Victoria Monet and Buju Banton.
That's on a new album.
That's Jaguar 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I forgot how good that song was.
What about you, Dami?
I feel like this is my chokehold on a quarterly basis. This is We Gonna Make It, Jadakiss. But this is a remix where it's like, the remix doesn't stream anywhere. You only find it on YouTube with Eve. I love Eve's verse on it, but you cannot find it on streaming.
Interesting.
I don't remember that version. Look at Eve.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I haven't really been listening to music, ironically. I'm gonna say my chokehold is Tina Knowles' Matriarch. It's actually
How's
pretty
that?
good.
Yeah.
I mean, I was listening to it not to hear about Beyonce, because of course she talks about her, but like just to learn about her and her life, and she has a quite interesting life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I highly recommend it. I'm not done yet, but it's a long book. It's like the audiobook is like 17 hours.
I saw that
I was like,
on Spotify.
that's a long.
It's like all the snippets they've been released. I'm like, all right, what's left? But if it's a long book, I'm sure there's a lot more.
There's a lot in her life that she's been through, and being, I guess, the baby of, older parents and stuff. So that was quite interesting. Her mom died when she was just about to give birth to Beyonce. I was like, oh wow, that's interesting. And yeah, so it's a good book. She talked about her and Matthew and how many times they went back and forth with each other. It made me think of the song "Ring Off" by Beyonce.
That's why I mentioned that.
Oh,
Talk about mama's experience.
yeah.
That's what she said. It was for her mom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
That's interesting.
Let us know what you guys have been listening to, as always. Before you do all that, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube.
Oh, yes.
All that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, share.
Yeah.
There's a lot of views.
5 stars.
Y'all not sharing and liking.
Yeah.
It was a good.
Thank you for watching, but yeah, spread the word.
What are we doing? What are we doing wrong? What could we be doing better? What do you want?
Y'all say y'all want to see our faces. Y'all see our faces.
Since y'all told us, here we are.
What do you want from us?
What more do you want from me?
Exactly.
Word to Marvin Gaye, a.k.a. Tyrese.
Goodness, please. Today's a shoot the shit, as you already know. You seeing us, so that means we just shooting shit. What's on the agenda today, ladies?
On the dockets. Well, y'all want to start? Y'all want to start light?
Start light.
Doesn't
Okay.
matter to me.
Let's start with Tink. Oh, sorry. No, let's start with Sinners. That's light.
Oh yes.
We ain't gonna go into too much.
No spoilers.
Nah, not at
Right.
all.
We're not giving spoilers. I haven't seen
No.
Sinners.
No
I think to see
spoilers.
it soon, but yeah, no spoilers. Will.
Whatever this new genre is, maybe not even a new genre, but whatever that genre is, like, I want more of it. Yeah, it's low key, like, to me, it was kind of giving a musical, but not like a full blown.
I said. I was like, this is musical light.
Yeah, yeah. It's like black historical horror musical. Like, I don't know what you call that piece. Like, but it's good. Like,
No, I
historical
agree.
horror.
I agree. It's been a while since I cracked open definitely to like
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
But it's been a while since I cracked open oh gosh, soundtrack. And I actually looked up the soundtrack the other day, and I was like, "Oh, I like this one. I like this one. I like that one."
Oh, we have soundtrack.
Yeah, in the music's in the movie, it is. It's not like watching like a Hamilton or anything like that. Like it doesn't feel overwhelming. It doesn't
Not
feel
at all.
forced. Like you used to watch some Tyler Perry plays, and every 2 minutes somebody saying, "Jen," like literally, like
I look, yeah.
down, like it wasn't like that. Like where you be like, all right, I'm gonna just fast forward these 7
Like
minutes.
the song was coming up. Like you didn't anticipate it.
No. It was, and it worked. It worked for the movie, like for the plot, the whole theme of the movie. But the music itself was just good. I think it was, is it Ludwig Göransson or something?
Yes.
And his wife, I believe her name is Sophia Göransson.
Okay.
They were the producers of the music of the movie, of the score.
What percentage of movie dialogue to music was it? Is it like 50-50? Is it...
Oh no.
Okay.
Like 70-30?
Yeah, maybe like a 70.
Not a true musical then, yes.
Yeah.
No.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you're not overwhelmed by it, and it
Gotcha.
doesn't give musical. Like you know how the soundtrack of musicals, like, oh, this is a musical. Like it's very I don't know. It's like not only overwhelming, but it's just exaggerated. You don't get that. Like you feel like you're in the juke joint. Yeah, a lot of the blues, which again, a lot of historical timepiece. It just makes sense in a setting, and everything just made sense, and it just made you feel it even more, especially as a Black person, of course.
Yeah. The talent was great. The one of the main characters, he was great.
And Miles, it was like his first role.
Canton.
I feel like her was the one who told him. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Her was the one who
Shout out to her.
told him to audition.
He was great in his role. Who else was singing? The vampires were singing.
Not the vampire. Yeah, singing. Oh my god. Oh, Twitter has been on fire about the vampires were singing
And dancing, child.
Yeah. And
Oh, now that's a spoiler for me because I was not expecting that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I guess because from the trailer you don't get that the vampire singing. So spoiler.
Oh bad.
I mean, yeah, you barely get music too from the trailer, but
Yeah, I got some, but
yeah.
I figured there would be music given the way that they were shooting it. But I didn't know it was gonna be like that. But
Yeah.
What song do you like? Do you know the names?
Oh yeah, I wrote them down, child. I love the I Lied to You song.
I do too.
Love that song.
Yeah.
I love Pale Pale Moon.
Okay.
Cameron was laughing at me for this one, but I picked Poor Robin Clean. I picked Poor Robin Clean.
That way.
I was cracking. I don't even know if that's like more like folk. It's like more of like a folk type of song versus like blues, but that shit had me cracking up. And then the Rocky Road to Dublin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Which was quite it was quite a song, but I did enjoy the music. Ryan did really well with that film altogether. The music, the acting, the setting,
Yeah.
everything, the story, like everything was spot on, perfect.
Yeah.
It was like, to me, it was also horror light. It wasn't like terrifying. No, they had just the right amount.
Was how much more?
Maybe for some people, not for me.
You said dramatic?
Traumatic.
Traumatic?
Yeah.
It can be. It depends on how deep you like go into.
Yeah, that's what I said. Some people might see it as trauma.
And if you want to connect it to other things, like it could be, but I didn't see it as much. So I was laughing a lot. Honestly, it was very funny.
Good amount of humor in it.
Yeah,
but it wasn't like corny or forced. It was a perfect amount of humor. It was very realistic. When you think about like Black culture and how we are, it was very realistic. As it pertains to like how we are in different scenarios in life, like, and how we like, like you had the joke, like if somebody get up and run and whatever, like we get up and answer the questions, like I thought like culturally, I was like, yes, I get it, because we would totally say that, or we would totally do that. So it was really well done. I saw it twice. Carrie saw it once.
My tickets to see it twice.
I saw it once in like regular screen, and then we saw it in Screen X.
Okay.
Because I watched that long ass video that Ryan had that he was going through the scene. I was like, well, I want to see what Screen X is about.
Right.
So yeah, and then Cameron saw it in New York with whichever is the biggest screen.
Oh, the one
That's where he saw it. Yeah.
Lincoln Center, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, that's dedication. He must be really, really good then.
Michael and I, we about to go to Brooklyn to the Alamo for the IMAX 70 millimeter. It's like the big one is the Lincoln one, but then I guess the second best based off of the video that Ryan Coogler was presenting in the formats was the one in Brooklyn. And we were like, we about to do this fast? Go ahead, breathe out. Start dying to go to Jekyll. I'll drive and come right back, but we just went to regular IMAX, and that was still great. So
yeah. That's what I was asking my brother. I was like, "Did you go see it in 70 mil?" He's like, "Girl." I was like, "Okay." Elm buff. I thought that's what you would be doing.
Granny had to fight for your life, like especially them New York fans. I said,
yeah, they were selling out. It was selling out.
I'm not breaking my neck to be in the front.
Kudos to Coogler and him bringing back soundtracks, or whoever's decision that was to bring back a soundtrack. Bring back more soundtracks.
Yeah,
he did well with the Black Panther too. So he just he knows how to bring the people together to put some good sounds together. So
yeah, that's very true.
Shout out to that black man.
Yes. Please go out and support it.
I know. I can't wait.
I was hating on it.
He was hating on it.
Different media. Specifically, it was one publication that had posted something on Twitter basically saying like after the first weekend, they were like, Sinners is good and it's made a lot of money, but it's still ways out from profitability. I was like,
they're just mad at the way that he went about his deal. I think that's what it really is. Because the way he got his deal or something to get Sinners done. Apparently, a lot of movie industry people were like, "That's not how you do things."
Yeah.
So maybe they're just set.
Maybe that's not how.
Exactly.
If you that, but if you that's always how it's done.
Yeah.
For them big names, that's what I was telling Cameron. I'm like, you think Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino don't own their shit?
Martin Scorsese gives us 4-hour movies every chance he gets. He don't give a damn what the movie industry says.
They don't own their shit, please.
Do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And so should Coogler, especially after Black Panther. Shit.
He's more than
especially
after
himself. He's been proving himself since shit.
He
Fruitvale Station.
Probably before that.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Because the thing is, like, Fruitvale was like tied to like a actual true event, and then like Black Panther and Marvel, like that's already like you're gonna always have a turnout with that. And then of course, like when it came to Creed, the Creed series, like again, people are gonna always turn out for that. But for something like this, which is like all fairly new, the turnout was amazing.
Did y'all listen to the soundtrack for Creed?
I don't think I did.
It was a lot of J. Cole. I think his artist. Like a lot of Dreamville, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I was just asking because I'm just going to ask you, do you like Black Panther, Creed, or this soundtrack?
Well, till this day, I still listen to that Black Panther soundtrack. Like Kendrick, I
can't deny that Black Panther soundtrack.
No, you can't.
Even when I'm at the gym,
You can't deny it.
Whoa, miss me with that bullshit.
You really want you into it. Yes, that's the only time I want to hear Future in that song. Exactly.
I was like, what does that have to do with the song Future?
It doesn't matter. Remind us, take it. It's the only time I take it.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah.
Good for him. Let's see Sinners. Y'all want to talk about Tank now?
Let's do
Mr. So Tank. Yes, Tank posted 2 different posts on Instagram. So the first post he had was his updated list of top R&B vocalists of all times, and in caps he put "for me." He said the criteria to me, to you. The criteria was range, dynamics. I don't really know what that means. Control and agility. Range, dynamics, control, and agility. So this is his first post, and I'm just going to read through these fast, and then I'll get to the second post.
Okay.
For men, he put Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, and this is just his favorite R&B vocalists. Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, Luther Vandross, Stokely Williams, Joe Thomas, Tank himself, which is hilarious, Usher, Chris Brown, Charlie Wilson, Wyan Morris, Casey Haley, and Mario. For women, he put Aretha Franklin, Chaka Khan, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan, Beyonce, Fantasia, Layla Hathaway, Faith Evans, and Kiki Wyatt. So it was like, okay,
Standard.
I don't have any issues with any of that. But then he put that these are the ones that he actually studied. In his caption says the ingredients to the general. I guess he's talking about himself. I stole a piece from each one of these singers, put them in a blender, and created my vocal. I may not be in your top 5, but your top 5 has me in their top 5. I'm a singer's singer. I guess he did a little market research and
okay. You did a poll.
Listen. So these are the vocalists that he studied.
Okay.
Men: Mitchell Jones, Reverend John P. Key, Fred.
I can see that.
Fred Hammond, Eric Dawkins,
Okay.
Isaac Carey,
Isaac Curry, yeah.
Stokely Williams, R. Kelly, Babyface, Casey Haley, Sean Stockman. And the women were Kim Burrell,
Okay.
Brandy,
A lot of people listen.
the Clark sisters,
Mm-hmm.
Kim McFarland,
I'm sick.
even Denise, Kim McFarland, Faith Evans, Anita Baker, Mary J. Blige, and Sade. The funniest thing about this to me wasn't even his list. It was the what the comments was doing, because people was just like, "What about this person?" And he was like, "Didn't study."
He's not didn't study.
And what about this? Somebody was like, "Where's Whitney?" He was like, "Didn't study her." That was hilarious, because he was like, "Did you read the caption? These are people I studied to craft my voice. I did not study them. I enjoyed them, but I didn't study them." So it was some interesting discourse going on in the comments about that. So what y'all think about that list?
I mean, that's his opinion. That's who he thinks he studied, and top vocalist. I saw a lot of conversation, obviously, about Chris Brown being on the list as a top male vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I'm stacking up the rest of the male vocalists, I want to put Chris Brown up there.
Mm-mm.
But again, that's his opinion. I wouldn't agree with that.
I have no problem with what he's saying. 'Cause it's not that big of a deal to me. Then either list is not that big of a deal. And I have no.
What's it like? It's his opinion. Like
Who he studied.
that's who he studied.
No, like I don't understand what people are so up in arms about in the comments, because I don't have a dog in the fight. If you aren't crafting your voice after people that you enjoy listening to and you studied, what am I supposed to say to that? Oh, you should have studied so and so. No, that's not who they
See, you like what people, you gonna ask what people in the comments, child.
People like to argue.
Obviously, like if I was really into like jazz or something, I would say probably like I would want my vocals to sound like Sarah Vaughan and Anita Baker and
Right.
Billie Holiday, and I would try to craft my voice after that. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, your song. Like, yeah, what did he say?
He said, "This not here." Appreciate her. He loves her as a vocalist, but then I studied.
Right.
And she has great vocals. We all know this. Like, but I mean, maybe he just wasn't looking to listen to her. And also, she was a lot like more poppy. Maybe he didn't really want to be as poppy, and she got more R&B like as the years went by in her career. But yeah, she started off pop. Incredible. Undeniable, the voice,
unique, and also very hard
and talented. Like she got the greats behind her. Like she has Aretha and Luther and Dion and her mama behind her to teach her and the church, most importantly. So, I mean, like I don't have a problem with his list. Do y'all have a problem with it?
No, it's just
like
comments raining me up.
What's one of the craziest comments you've been seeing?
Well, there's quite a few comments that's talking about why is Mary J. Blige on this list and what did you learn from her? And he said passion.
Mary is not the top vocalist. She's not. Do we love her music? Hell yes. I wouldn't say that Mary is like top tier, but she gives you, like he said, passion. She gives you like, you can feel. I don't want to say mediocre, but you could definitely say like she's somebody who tries. She definitely is. She gonna give her all.
I don't know.
She gave her all.
It's. I like the rough and ruggedness of the voice. Sometimes.
It works.
Yeah,
In all her songs, it works.
And think about what she's singing about as well. You need that grittiness.
You didn't have a problem when you belting out "Be Without You" or "Be With You." Like you're not
right. It works. Like she can. I feel like later in her career, she was able to do both even like better.
Yeah.
Right. Like when she had What's the 4 on in My Life, it definitely was a lot raw. A lot more raw. But like we've seen like that she can clean up a little bit as well. But I appreciate the rawness of her voice because that's what makes it unique and not sound like everybody else.
But you know what? I think a lot of people when they hear like, oh, I want to learn this from this person, it's like what you learn from this person, they don't have to be the top vocalist of all time. Like there's aspects like
stage presence.
I wouldn't even be mad if like someone would have said like, you know, I learned from Janet Jackson. Like, I want to learn how to be, like, sensual, seductive.
Right.
Like,
There's some people who love Raphael Sadiq's voice. I don't think he can sing. I don't understand what people, like, yes, he makes good music, but his voice to me sounds like he's trying too hard. That's my opinion. Like, will I sing Anniversary? Will I sing It Never Rains in Southern California? Hell yeah. But lay your head on my pillow. I would yes. Like listen to all the music, but do I think he's like? Am I gonna be like, oh, he's in my top? No. I don't think you need to have power vocalists to like and to like want to learn from.
Yeah.
No. And then somebody said Donnell Jones should be up here, and Tink said why. And then somebody said, and Mariah ? He said, what about her?
I love the response
with those.
I love it though. He's like, okay, what?
Yeah.
He's like, what do
you think? Yeah. You're just saying names.
Yeah.
It's missing.
But if you want to be messy too, like maybe I wanted a certain reaction out of Tink. Be like, I'm not giving that to you.
A little bit. I mean, it's a podcast. He ended his caption with R&B money. Like that reminds me of when 50 Cent be putting his liquors or whatever the hell he promoting at the end of everything. He could literally just be saying hi. He'll put a hashtag vitamin water or some shit like that.
Troll.
It doesn't matter. But a lot of people was just like, as long as Brandy on this list, I don't care. So a lot of people are saying it was like, yeah, I see Brandy Norwood never left that list. All right.
Is she the only one who was transferred over? I think
no, Casey also.
Oh, Casey
and Stokely Williams.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, like he got some heavy hitters in here. Like, and he has good range. He got from Kim Burrell to Sade. Like, it's and everything in between.
So all very good vocalists to learn from our house.
Yeah, you gotta love everything. So and Tank is a singer. So
he is. I give him that.
And he's from the church too.
Yeah.
There's that in him.
Yeah. So anyway, I just thought that was funny because that like popped up and I'm like,
he always starts shit.
I always start shit. And then he's like, I see people can't read. I said, study. He said, people are studied. I can't study everybody. And that's true. You can't.
Exactly. Who would y'all study if you wanted to be a vocalist?
Jasmine Sullivan.
Shit, yeah.
I don't know how I'll get there, but
Missy Elliott.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Missy.
Well, what aspects of Missy?
Well, the way she can, like, I don't know. It'd be songs that you don't think could go together, like the words that she puts together. You'd be like, how did that even make sense? You wrap that word around here, and it. I think just her creativity and how she does things. Missy's not a crazy vocalist, but she still makes everything work. So
hold a note, harmonize.
Yeah.
Who would I study? So this gonna be singing, rapping, anything?
If you're whatever your artistry will be, like if you're gonna be a rapper, obviously I would think. I mean, unless you want to study a singer.
Rapping, I feel like rapping is way harder than singing. I'm gonna go with Patty. And I'm going to go with Patty because Patty has range, but she also has control.
That's
the control. Even when you think she out of control, I feel like she in control. Because, like, I'm thinking about her rolling around on the ground singing Is It a Shame, but her voice is still in control, even though she's being very dramatic and it's a really big moment.
Yeah.
Her voice is still, like, she can still balance everything out. I respect that.
You just don't want to learn lyrics.
Nice guys. My favorite is
The fact that she sings it into
I love it. Wait, Trisha Summer.
Did she do that with the Tina Turner?
Yes.
yeah.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we were mad. We were like,
I thought that's why you talk about the teleprompter thing, isn't it? Isn't it? Then or no? She was like,
I forgot the White House.
the words. Oh.
She was singing This Christmas at the White House. That was years ago.
No, this Christmas she had. That wasn't even a teleprompter. They had somebody on. Wait, no, he had cards. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
They had somebody with cards. Yes, that's how she was yelling at that lady. Hey. She didn't miss a beat.
No,
ain't
she
miss a
didn't.
beat. What about you, Dami?
Oh,
you said Jasmine. Right?
Jasmine, and this is no joke.
Y'all remember
Bobby Petty.
Carl Lewis when he
Wait a minute.
when he did the national anthem.
That's who you were studying?
The confidence when he was like, "Y'all ready for this?" Like he thought he was gonna kill. He's like, "Y'all ready for this?" And then like the first note, he started off wrong. And he's like, "Hold on now, hold on. I'm
might as well add Fergie to that link there. You added. You want to be. You talk about confidence.
Yeah. Look, you gotta have the confidence, whether it go down.
To sell it, I mean, yeah, I think that's half of the battle, right?
Yeah.
That was nice.
I will never forget that.
Paul Lewis.
He said, "Oh."
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, oh yeah."
I was right.
He sure did. He sure did.
Yes.
I care.
That Jerry curl he had.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Definitely Jasmine because like she just knows how to tie the past and the present. Like it's the ties of like jazz and blues, and she makes it into such a modern way that we all can just relate. Like even those who just are not jazz listeners or blues listeners, like on a regular. I listen to Jasmine and I can just I hear the jazz
Every day, gospel,
Great.
jazz, yeah.
and gospel, of course, and then tying it to like what we go through today as like young women. I just love it.
Yeah. If there were young singers, that's who I would say they should study. Jasmine.
Yeah.
Like she's the singer that you would tell people who are just coming up to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like people would be like, well, listen to Brandy, listen to Whitney, listen to Kim, listen to...
Yeah.
I think those are...
Absolutely.
I think she's definitely in that list of people, too.
Learn something from this.
Yeah.
Speaking of singers, though, y'all want to talk about Mary?
Sure. I mean, she can get it, too. It's a podcast.
You read the article?
I read it fast. I didn't
Same.
I didn't go into detail, but I would explain what's
As
happening.
well. Oh. So, I read... Like
That's driving down.
I skimmed it pretty fast. I skimmed it pretty fast, too.
Well, Dami had put it in the group, right?
Yeah, I did, but I'm already up. So, stylist and old friend, as in friend that we all need to be hanging out with the 90s.
Right.
Lisa Hilton filed a lawsuit against Mary J. Blige for allegedly refusing to drop rapper Vato's complete album until he cut ties with Lisa.
Random.
Very random. Very, very random.
I didn't even know Mary had like artists.
Yeah.
I knew she had a production company, but I thought she was producing like, the Clark Sisters movie, television stuff. Not
Artists.
Not
No
artists.
idea.
Yeah. It says documents claim that Blige attempted to persuade Vato to break his management agreement with Hilton during private yacht gatherings. Oh,
I think it's Vato.
I don't know.
I think it's like supposed to be like Movado, like
hotel meetings and exclusive events.
I don't need nobody coming for.
Oh, where we don't let no account management don't listen. We're present. It also alleges that Mary head security guard described as her boyfriend also wanted to sign him and told him he would lose our opportunities if he stayed with Misa.
This is a mess. But I think I like your theory.
Yeah, I said that. I think it's a love triangle that has come out, and we just start seeing the mess, and they probably messed with him, both of them, and now they're mad. Or it could really be like a music deal where she was like, "Look, you're really going to go with Misa, who's a stylist. What does she know about music? I've been in the game for 30 plus years. I know what I'm talking about. And I got, you know, his money to back me up. Look who she's connected to type of thing. I don't know. Maybe she could very well. I mean, the music industry is a grimy industry.
Yeah.
And I love Mary, as we all know. But, I mean, it's also a business. It's a business. And I don't know. We don't really know what's true, right? All this could be hearsay. All this is allegedly anyway. And this could just be like a friend dispute.
It's very random.
It could be a friend dispute that has trickled into their business affairs, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what but I think I automatically, when I heard two older women fighting over this young man, and he's not super young. He's like 40, in his 40s or something like that. I'm thinking, oh, they probably messed with him. And both of them messed with him at one time. And maybe like the other one doesn't want to
too.
The other one doesn't want to be. It's not far-fetched. They want him to be with them.
It's not far-fetched.
I'm just looking at this man.
What do y'all think?
Mary, please.
I think that I also thought that, you know, I thought it was that, but then I also thought like it could have been something else that they just had some dispute over, something that was real small and tiny, and it just started building.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they obviously have mutuals, and some mutuals can be very petty.
Yeah.
And very malicious, and will try to put things in others person's ears. And then you know, one of them was like, okay, how can I hurt this person the most? Like, where can I hit them the hardest? It's like,
I think hitting Mary and her money is what I think Misa knew what she's doing by doing a $5 million lawsuit. We already know Mary had to pay that man alimony. We already know that she's been touring over and over and over again. Like, she just did the gratitude tour, like last year or something? Now she's doing For My Fans. Like, it's like,
Constantly touring.
She's constantly touring, so she's obviously trying to recoup money. Yeah. Yes, she's been in the public eye with like power and all that stuff, but like, y'all ain't making so much money in TV.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
And clearly, like, when you're nearing retirement, wherever retirement may look like for her, it's like you want to start venturing to those passive type of income. Yeah. Right? And that's, to me, that's the form, I guess, in the music industry of passive income. You have an artist that you're managing, and if the artist is blowing up, it's like, you don't really got to, you know, you do much. You manage, of course, but you have a team for that. And it's like, you don't have to go out on tour. You don't have to perform anymore because now you have an artist that's making all this money for you. So...
But no shade. Who the hell is he? Is he putting out music?
No, I
remember artists who was like anything. So he was with DJ Khaled at one point.
It was like 2010 maybe.
And this is why I feel like the theory you have is right. Because is he really making enough money for this to even be worth it, or you just mad because
the sex was spectacular?
But Mary's boyfriend, I don't know, maybe Mary got a new boyfriend. I think I heard that man might have been her boyfriend or something.
Bodyguard?
Bodyguard.
Yeah. It was spotted together. They took pictures of them. Mary was looking stressed out. They were on vacation. But I don't like it. Oh, Mary and Misa?
Yeah.
It's peanut butter and jelly.
Rice and gravy. You don't want them to be fighting, obviously, they came up together.
Yeah. Mary's the godmother of Justin.
Yeah. Hopefully they get it together. Hopefully it's not totally true. I mean, what's going on? I would hate to think Mary has bad business practices and takes artists from other people. Like, that's technically taking money out of, who knows? Maybe Misa was like, girl, like, some of my money came from Diddy. Like,
that's what people were saying. It was like, I feel like this has to do with Diddy, not
Mary.
Mary.
Thinking, yeah.
I gotta get my money somewhere, and you are trying to take an artist where I know I can get my money from. I don't know, but also it's like, again, who else are you managing?
Right. But also, you know how when you are in business with friends, or like you don't have official business with your friend, but y'all just doing things together, and then next thing you know, something just blows up. Again, we don't know Vito like that, like recently, but like something could just blow up, and then now all the money coming in, and I was like, okay, how are we divvying this up? Or like, who owns this?
Always when the money come in,
this album, who owns this contract?
It's coming in. It's what I see vendor.
I've been trying to figure out where the $5 million coming from.
I don't know.
This for $5 million.
Is it music or is it something else?
What music is he making?
Is he?
You would think he would at least be on tour with her.
Let me pull up his Spotify.
Asking people are listening to him monthly.
Not enough.
Listen, no shade. I'm just saying, I haven't heard nothing about this man till.
Okay. He has 143,000 monthly listeners.
I think I know his demographic.
His top
East
song
Coast.
has 9 million streams. Everything else after that, 1 million.
Featured on it.
Davies.
How'd I know there was a feature? I know there was a feature.
And then he was on a Mary song, Still Believe in Love, from her Good Morning Gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. I know that. I've seen the name, but listen to his music, no.
I don't know any of these other songs. Like, never heard of them. So he doesn't have as many streams. So 5 million, I don't know.
Yeah.
You think they could squash it? Or you think they gonna go? You think she gonna take it to court?
Somebody said in the comments, they said Mary can't afford to lose more money. Please just fix it.
She really can.
Please just fix it.
Janet Jackson style.
Fix it. Fix it. You can fix it. Get over there. Fix it. Please fix it. Outside.
You gonna ruin a 30+ year friendship over what? Over a nigga?
That's why I think it's more than that. That's just icing.
It's got to be a little. They only put so much in the lawsuit. They probably didn't want to put all their business out there. So I can understand.
If I'm finding my friend from since the 90s over a nigga,
That's crazy.
And that's the thing, though. Like, they come from a different generation. Like,
Where they might fight over niggas, yeah. If you mess with me, I take your man.
from New York, too.
yeah.
I don't know which part of New York Mason from, but I've been married from Yonkers. And but I still feel like that sisterhood, though. Like, I know this ain't the first time they had a falling out in 30 years.
Yeah.
So why
They had about an
why is
access.
it this?
Yeah.
Why was this the trigger over a
I mean, it feels like there's more to the story. And there probably will be. Just like the Shannon Sharp shit came out. There's always more to the story.
I can't ask me to talk about that. I'm like, the search that nigga.
No. Not that thick tongue nigga. Not that thick tongue nigga.
We only talked about it once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix it.
Yeah.
That's not.
She really can't. I don't think she really can afford to go back to work.
No.
No, sure, yeah, too good on you, but like,
Somebody's tied up in the boots. Somebody's tied up in. Is anybody drinking her wine anymore? Her
sun.
Sun goddess.
I think it is Sun Goddess. Yeah.
We drank it.
Yeah, years ago. Yes, I said anymore.
Two times.
She hasn't been promoting it.
That's what I'm saying.
That came in with, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
I literally had.
She had a contract.
Anything. She was at her concert. She was promoting them boots. She was promoting her jewelry line with LL Cool J's wife.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
She be wearing them big old earrings on the power.
And they were selling them.
Look heavy.
They were selling them like with the
Merch.
But I ain't seen them on the wine.
What was they? $100 and something dollars? They're probably like $150.
Yeah, prepared. Yeah, I was like,
Them some. What's in the chase? Some thick, heavy earrings.
you know, I like hoops, but I was like, I just can't justify that. I'm sorry.
Hey, they look like they hurt.
All my earlobe be hanging.
Right.
Them. Let me try you back.
Yeah, so
Double door knockers.
so I don't know. That's messy, but
Y'all need to fix that.
Yeah.
Drop that man.
Good luck to that. Yeah. He ain't worth it.
Ooh, I just had a thought about something, but that's just conspiracy. It is a conspiracy. Well, you know, we're talking about like Diddy. Like, what if Diddy was like, Misa, if you want to still keep your life funded, I need you to get my money back from Mary.
That's what I'm saying. It could be like, or it could be that she's like, my money is stopped because of him, like in prison or about to go to prison. Like his income is not coming to me anymore or whatever. We don't know. He could be taking care of his baby mama. Like,
Yeah.
that's his baby mama.
We don't have any evidence of this, but just
Allegedly.
I feel like
These are our thoughts.
that's one of their common connections.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's
Mhm.
next?
Only other thing I had was Meg Thee Stallion. You had anything else?
Ari.
Yes.
To bring up Ari.
Ari Lennox. The Shea Butter Baby herself. Split ties from Dreamville.
Yes.
She's the first lady, first R&B lady, first lady in general.
Yeah.
Dreamville, and they said, no, it was friendly, drama free, no bad blood, but we've been talking about her public woes with, Dreamville and the Scope Records. It's not the first time that she's talked about She said, Interscope and Dreamville have been playing with me all month. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired of people treating me like they're sorry for me, and I'm like the face of mental health. I'm okay, and I've never been happier.
That's so true.
What I don't like is being signed and lied to and manipulated. Not one person at those labels ever knew how to market or protect me. Y'all don't know the half. Constant letdown and neglect. This industry stuff will never be for me.
I think that's why she came out with that song "Smoke."
Yeah.
Was like a direct response of all that. Like, and granted, she was like in a mental health
That music video, yeah.
but I think that's why she did all that, because she's like, dang, like I'm just a regular girl. I'm not trying to be the face of mental health, or just mental issues or anything like that. I mean, she's been having problems for a long time with Dreamville. She's been voicing her opinion about it. Good for her.
Yeah, for long. I'm happy for her. I think I don't know if Dreamville. So I don't know if Dreamville came first or what's his under again? Top Dog. Where you have
LTD.
Yeah, where you have like that one female act or one R&B act that's a woman. I don't know who came first, and like if one was trying to follow that same type of route, but I don't know if that's the case, because like Dreamville is all rappers, and it's like you have to cater to that audience. I feel like it's a whole total process when it comes to managing rap artists versus managing R&B artists, especially like R&B artists.
Is Maretta on Dreamville?
I
can't remember.
Top Dog was founded in 2004.
2000.
So it's definitely older than
Yeah.
Yeah. You saw that tweet I sent you? I have never seen that take before. Dreamville was 2007. 3 years
Okay.
after.
But yeah, but you could tell, like, when we talked about how she was the opener for Rod Wave tour, and everyone was like, this doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense.
A mess.
It's a totally different audience. And, the opposite side was like, well, she needs to gain a wider audience. But it's like, that's not the audience I think that she should be appealing towards. Like, it just, to me, it didn't match. It didn't make sense. And there were so many other R&B acts that was out at the time that she could have opened for. She was on tour on her own, and she did great on that tour.
Loved it.
It was an amazing tour, and I just felt like it didn't make sense to open for Broadway.
That was lazy to add her to that tour.
And her experience was trash.
That was lazy.
She was getting shit thrown at her.
Make
Didn't deserve that.
Make meaningful moves, not just on Broadway. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Who's is making these decisions? Yo, the music industry, I feel like, needs like a whole like reckoning. Like, there needs to be like, I don't know, something needs to happen where people just need to be like, this is all wrong. Why are y'all doing this? This don't have to be like this. Like,
don't have to be like this.
Maybe y'all need some like street consultants.
Listen to the fans. Like, people are telling y'all this doesn't work. I'm going to see this.
Yeah, I mean, listen to how many times we've said things about Chloe. People have said things about Normani. I mean, they've always expressed, and nothing gets done. The management is just like, oh, I guess people just don't like you. Okay, so what are we going to do about it? How are we going to change the tide?
You know what it is? I feel like it's the record execs not wanting to take responsibility for their bad decisions. So they blame it on the artists, right? They'll tell the artist, like, I'm just something stupid. I'm like, wear blue. And then they wear blue, and like everybody hates it. And instead of them being like, oh, that was our mistake, we shouldn't have given you that direction, they'll say it's your fault that the blue didn't work.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't want to take any accountability into the decisions that they're making as well, because at the end of the day, they are funding these artists, and if they don't want to do something, they don't have to do it.
Yeah, that's true.
And the artist really can't move unless you're like Beyonce. You really can't move unless you're a record company. The execs are in alignment into what you want to do. So like, y'all got some accountability in that shit too.
Yeah.
How much is it on the artist though? How much is it they should take control and try to do their own thing? It's just like, I can't. The reason why I'm with the label is so that I can have the backing.
Right. It's the back end, because when you think about independent artists, outside of very few that like went big off of just being independent, it's very hard to get to that to get to that level as an independent artist. And you have to fund everything. And it's like funding mainly comes from touring, but then touring is expensive. I believe it was the one time Tinashe was talking about her tours. She's been
We brought that up, I think.
and how expensive it is.
Yeah.
You got to pay for the dancers. You got to pay for the art. You got to pay for the production.
Wasn't it self-funded?
Yeah, it was self-funded. I remember I was trying to see Lil Mims, Lil Sims. She was trying to come to the U.S. for a tour. She had to cancel a tour. And I think that's all a part of it. It's like, when you have to pull that money up yourself, it makes it that much more difficult. So then when you're under a big label, it's like, how much say can you really have if they have the money? They can hold your album against you. Like, we talked about this before. They're like, well, if you don't want to record this track, we're not going to drop your album. We're going to shelve it.
Right. Or you have to release this track. Even if you don't feel strongly about that being your single, if the label's telling you got to release it, you got to release it.
So then think about it. You release a single that you hate. And
that makes me think about nature. That makes me think about Tina talking about Beyonce and Crazy in Love and how the record execs did not like Crazy in Love. They didn't think she had a hit. They didn't think she had a one single on Dangerously in Love at all. And Beyonce had to kind of fight for that. Like, she had to voice it herself. Like, no, these songs are good. Like, I know these songs are going to hit. And she had to basically ask Jay-Z to get on the song in order for the record executives to be like, this is hot. So it's like, that's what I'm saying. What can you do? Like, imagine if Beyonce just cowered and said, okay, I guess I have to go back to the drawing board. And we never got Crazy in Love. We never got Dangerously in Love. We never got Be With You. We never got none of that. Which is crazy that you said that, because I still remember the day that music video dropped on One Sister Park. I remember I was right next to my mom. My mom said, oh, she's going to go far as a single artist. Nobody stopped saying to
this day.
Nobody has stopped saying that. Nobody stopped saying that. Nobody has. And you got to think about these execs. What do these execs know about good music, especially black music? You know what I'm saying? How you know what we like? And sometimes what happens is, again, from the book, from what I gathered, is these people are in a boardroom and you have executives who are saying, let's say you're the vice president, I'm the president, you're maybe like the senior VP or something else. I say, it's not good. You say, oh yeah, it's not good, because you're just saying that. I'm saying. And then you're like, oh yeah, like, even though you like it, I saw you shaking your head to it and bouncing to it and you like it, you still say, oh, if my senior and my vice president is saying it, then I might as well say no too. And that's what seems to be happening as well, is where it's just like nobody speaks up for the artist either. It's like whatever the head says, that's what we go with. And nobody's fighting for them.
And then it sucks, because now if you're as vocal as Ari Lennox, now you're viewed as difficult, or you're viewed as, oh, like, she's going through something, a mental health crisis or something like that. It's like, no, like, I'm just disappointed in my label. I'm disappointed in my team, because I know I can go far. Like, Shea Butter Baby, that album, we constantly talk about that album.
Great album.
Even the second album was great. But, like, again, you want to strike it while it's hot, but if you're not being supported the way you're supposed to be supported, you should speak out.
Exactly.
You should. So,
and baby, let me tell you, that last straw was that video for Dami sent. When I saw that
Soft Girl era, I still haven't really watched it fully.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I got secondhand embarrassment. I turned it off at 10 seconds. It was too hard for me to watch that. I said, Ari, what is this? And I was like, I don't even know if this is your fault. The creative direction, the way she's moving, it was all over the place. I was like, what is this? This doesn't look good. And even the song, I didn't really like the song.
I think she's trying to like be a little bit more glamorous, less neo soulish, because that follows her, especially with coming from Dreamville. Everybody got locks and they act like they smart and start rising. Yeah, right. So it's like,
but don't read.
It's that. So I don't know. I think that's I think that's what she's trying to break out of that. I'm a natural hair girly, and all I do is use shea butter.
And of course, I say shea butter. Like, even when they call like shea butter Twitter and stuff like that, it's like, she wants to move away from that. And you could tell, like, the whole like
Or
That was
she's not just
transformation.
yeah.
Like, she lost weight. You know, she's wearing the bust down wigs, which, again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, as women, we love to switch it up. It doesn't matter. But, like, you could tell she's changing. And that's okay.
That's fine.
I just need the music to still be.
But that's what it's all about being an artist, though. Like, she has the right to do that. She has the right to figure out what works for her. Maybe she is like, I don't want to be put into a box of I'm just a shea butter, soul girl. I want to be like Summer Walker. I want to be more glamorous. I want to have the bust down. Like, maybe that's what she wants. And sometimes, like, you have to try it on. I think it's like what Coco was saying in her interview at the Breakfast Club. She's like, in taste, there was a lot more that she was going to be doing, but she decided not to do because it just didn't feel right to her. It wasn't, she's like, in rehearsal, it was a lot more raunchy in choreography. I was doing a lot more stuff, and then I tried it. I didn't like it, and it wasn't natural to me, so I didn't put it in there.
Yeah.
You have to figure it out. It's very hard, like, and either your fans and supporters will rock with you, or they'll be like, go back to the drawing board. And either you take it and you tweak it, or you leave it.
Go back to the drawing board, because I was there and I didn't like that at all.
I think that's a dilemma, too.
It wasn't good.
That's a dilemma because
but how much of it is she's an artist and she says it's not her shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
That's fine. You gotta. That's a dilemma then, right? Because
a happy medium.
what if Shea Butter Baby wasn't like? And this is a crazy assumption. What if she didn't even like that era of Shea Butter Baby? Like, what if her true self was like, I like being more glamorous. I like that soft girl era type of presentation. But it's like your core audience loved that Shea Butter Baby era, and you don't like it. So it's like, if you continue to make Shea Butter Baby type music, you're gonna be big. You're gonna go far, but that's not what you want.
You have to be true to thy own self. Be true. You have to be true to yourself. You have to do what makes you happy, and you can't you honestly can't listen to what everybody has for you. Unfortunately, and fortunately at the same time, when it comes down to this music industry and music stuff. But I think that's what it is. I think that's what it all boils down to, and maybe. But think about how do you feel? Where do you feel most confident? When you're in your sweats, or when you are looking fly as hell? Like, some people are like, when I'm in my sweats, I got my hair messy and I'm just chilling with no makeup on. That's when I feel the coolest, the most confident. When I'm in a tracksuit, I feel the most confident. When I put on a dress and all that, I don't feel confident. So it's just like, you have to figure out what works for you. Everybody's not comfortable with just like that's not how they see themselves.
Yeah.
So
I think the thing that's missing here, and I agree with everything y'all saying, is branding. She can be whoever she want to be, but how you brand yourself and how you evolve that branding is that's how you get people to accept who you are currently presenting yourself as. And I think if you just kind of go, here's a good analogy. Think about a Tyler Perry movie. Think about how you in one scene you someplace else, you one place, and then 2 seconds later you in a different place. There's no transition. It's just boom, 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 and it's like whiplash. And it's like where's the ease into the next scene? Where's the ease? Like, why are we jumping all over the place? And I feel like branding could help with that transition, right? And being consistent, having a good team behind you, putting out good visuals, right? Like, starting to release stuff on your Instagram or whatever you're using, whatever platform you're using, like start rolling it out so that when you're finally ready for like your big release and it's like, this is who I am here. Everybody's been kind of brought with you along the step of the way. I guess with Ari, it just seems so like, where does this come from? Like, this is like night and day. Like, is this really what she wants to do? Or are they forcing this on her? It's like, and it could very well be who she is and who she always wanted to be. But I guess it just kind of slapped us around a little bit and say, hey, this is who I am. And it's hard sometimes for people to digest that. I think branding is very important. One thing I feel like somebody has always done well with branding is Rihanna. Like, every era was different, and she worked us into that era. So when she was in the era, we accepted her.
Yeah, definitely.
Fully. Everybody embraced the red.
How many times she done changed her hair and we just like,
That's literally. I was looking at the Only Girl in the World, the video the other day. I was like, oh, I love the loud red Rihanna era.
Yeah.
But then I also love the Diamonds Rihanna era
Yes.
and the rated R. Like, because they branded her well into whatever era she was entering. So like, I just think maybe that's what she needs help with.
And nothing was abrupt.
No.
It wasn't abrupt. It was like a gradual transition.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's hard. It's just like these Disney artists trying to reclaim their lives and their artistry as well, too.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
They come, like, look at Miley Cyrus. How many things she's had to go through to get to where she is.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
She went through some transitions too.
Oh, the hip hop era, and she
That might
era. Chains on my feet. Jesus.
Chains on my feet.
That's that Coke Miley. That's allegedly.
She was dancing with, who was it? Robin Thicke?
Robin Thicke,
And then that Beetlejuice outfit.
ICB Award or something like that.
A mess.
Yeah.
And now you look at her today singing Flowers at the Grammys. It's two different people.
Two different people. But also, you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense you went through that.
She worked her way in.
Yeah. Give me quirky white girl that she be doing whatever. She's like,
Chains on my feet.
This whole conversation, though, does bring me back to the Coco Jones interview. Coco coming out with a new album, or has a new album out.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole interview where she gets to the Breakfast Club, didn't even say hello. Barely even introduced her. Okay, I want to let you know, it's whatever time. 7:44, your label gave us the album to listen to, and you were coming here today. Your label does not like you. Yeah, like your label does not support you. And she was stunned.
how
The media the media training.
Went out the window.
No,
impeccable.
She
defended her.
She defended her team. She even gave him the, I understand where you're coming from, but my team is my team, and I love my label. Like, I'm cool where I'm at. But at the same time, he made really great points. As much as I dislike some of the things that he has to say, Charlemagne, but I was like, that is fucked up. You're setting your artists up to fail.
Yep.
They already barely watch and listen to the stuff that people like. Who are you? Tell people who you are.
Right.
Tell people what you've been doing. Ryan Coogler. What's the movie? Like, they barely do the research. The only person who really does research is freaking Lauren.
Yeah.
And y'all, like,
Because even Lauren said, I had a rush. Like,
She had a rush.
She had to listen to a few tracks and then she had her notes. But because you're thinking about the Breakfast Club, it's a morning show.
yes.
They get up at or they start the show 5:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, so if they sent them the music at 7-something in the morning,
And the interview was probably at 10, maybe
what time do they have to listen to it if they are working?
They still got to work, right?
Still have to work.
Right.
And they might have another interview, because sometimes they have interviews back to back.
Right.
Early morning.
And who's to say that interview wasn't pre-scheduled? Like, it was pre-recorded the day before.
Right.
And that still didn't get the music.
Right.
Wow.
Because that's what I think, because I was saying, like, I don't think the album actually came out yet. I think it was her interview was supposed to align with her album coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And that's why they were like, hey, how are we supposed to say an album is good if we don't have the album?
Well, I'm glad she's media trained and she gave the politically correct answers.
She did.
But I hope behind closed doors, she was like, what happened, y'all?
Yeah.
That wasn't supposed to happen. Let's make sure it doesn't happen again. People should get the material ahead of time so they can give me a fair review.
Yeah.
Like, I hope she at least corrected them behind the scenes.
These teams, y'all.
I don't know.
How do you get on a label that is paying you?
Yeah.
What is you know how at your job, I don't know, like maybe at my job, there's things you can submit feedback.
Right.
Who does the engagement survey for these artists? Because it's obvious they need some, or need, like, what, that's why I'm saying it needs to be a reckoning, because who is checking them?
Them labels said, who gonna check me, boo?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We got the fun.
We got the funds. We have all the money and all the leverage.
It just, I'm just confused how that happens.
Yes.
How does that happen where it's like, the album has technically been done since October, or whatever the last song was. Oh, I forget what song she said was the last song. I think maybe Taste or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think Tasty was after, yeah.
Yeah, she just like added it at the end, or needed one more song or something. And
It's a good ad.
how is it that y'all missed the mark on that. You had so much time.
So much time.
So much time.
Here we go. Came out last year.
You booked the interview knowing when she's going to be there. Knowing that it's a major media outlet that a lot of people go to listen to interviews, to find new artists, to listen to music, to get their information about the artists that they love. How do y'all fuck that up? How?
Yeah. It's weird to me though, because it's like if you're my team and you want to make more money, you will want to put your time, your effort, right? Because if I blow up, we blow up, we make more money. So if you're not putting the effort into my music,
something ain't right,
and my marketing, and my branding, then
something ain't right.
If I'm not making money, if this album doesn't do well, you're gonna get fired too. Like we all gonna go down.
Somebody getting fired.
You're right. You would think that they care because it's a reflection on their performance, but
nobody's checking them. Nobody's nobody's giving out awards for best company. Label.
Nope.
I ain't watch Drumline. That's the issue. One band, one sound. It's a lot of y'all haven't got that. That's key.
One band.
That was a major fumble, and that's embarrassing for your artists to have to defend themselves and y'all.
And y'all
on the spot.
Good thing. What if she said that in public where she was like, "Oh yeah, like they fucked up. Like my team did drop the ball. Now you got to go back to your team, and now your team with the money's looking at you like, oh, so you're just gonna
why you do us like that?
Reprimand me, public like that. So it's like to me, she kind of had to just be like, no, that's a great site.
Yeah, that's probably not why I lined the whole interview like, oh shit, like that would just. I mean. Be professional and carry on or whatever, but
and she did.
I'm sure that's what's talking.
She had a lot of interview left after that.
She did.
She didn't.
Good for her and her training. I do feel bad that was like her introduction to the interview.
It was very harsh. It was a harsh start.
Yeah,
but
they could have cut that. They didn't have to.
They could have cut it, but it also had to be said. I think that exposure is important for people to see. Like, okay, y'all, you see when you be talking about Normani and we be talking about so-and-so, half the time it don't be the artist. It be the label.
It be the label. It be the label.
So maybe it is like, we need to look at these labels a little bit.
Remember when the thing happened with SZA in that video came out?
With the Weeknd?
No, with with SOS, they was pushing back the release again.
Oh, and everybody was mad.
Yeah. But not the deluxe though, the original.
The original, yeah.
She was like in the elevator or something like that crying. She was just like, the album is ready. It's been ready. It's been mastered.
It was supposed to be out in like the early fall, right? And then they pushed it to December or something like that.
November.
Or November.
Yeah, mid-November.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she was like, it's done. The album's done. The album's been done. And I'm like, see, why be going after my girl? You know,
it's true.
You don't always.
I don't know them bugs that be on the. It's on tour with her. Everybody like, what the freak?
My brother texts me. He's like, I just had one question. I'm like, what? He's like, is SZA Bell? Yes or no? I just need to know. I said yes. He said, okay, thank you.
Listen, she took shrooms, watched A Bug's Life, and was like,
literally The Bug's Life. Yep.
That's what I'm going to be doing. That's what I want. That's what I want in my life.
A bug with a six-pack. Lord have mercy.
I don't know.
Anything else on your heart or mind?
On the agenda, I don't think so.
We aren't making this all, but I don't really know that much about what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
She did drop a new song.
I didn't like it. I did listen to the song.
You did?
But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I saw her though.
She has a video?
Yeah. Her videos are always amazing. Like, I never have complaints about the videos, but yeah, I wasn't big on the song.
It sounded a bit dated to me.
Yeah.
Like it should have come out in like 2018, 2017.
Some of these artists be having songs in the vault.
Yeah.
And they were like, you know what? We need to put something out.
Maybe so.
And you know, she just performed at Coachella. So it's like, again, like the Iron Wild's hot. You just had a big performance and it was streamed everywhere. So it's like, I might as well drop something.
I will say also, she looked too much like Victoria Monet for them to be that close together. I didn't like that.
I always thought they were like cousins.
That's what I'm saying. They look like kissing cousins.
Kissing cousins.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, they was touchy.
Touchy feeling. Was working. I don't know. That was working. I said, what's going on here?
Yeah, that one picture when she did that, oh my God, I was like, oh, okay.
I thought y'all said y'all was sisters.
Go ahead. It's line at Tiana Taylor, at Kaylani. Just all
Tiana and Victoria at the BT Awards.
The agenda.
Oh, yeah. See, but I could get with that fantasy. I can't get with y'all. Y'all look too much alike.
I can't with that fantasy.
I ain't like it. Anything else?
I think that's it for me.
That's it.
All right. Y'all, you know the drill. Mad Music Podcast, you see the sign. At Mad Music Podcast on all the socials, that including Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Hit us up. Email Alma, madmusicpodcast@gmail.com. Shout out, I've been missing this. Shout out to NTS Studios.
Yes.
And the stage that you see, the couches that we're on, the mics that we're using. And shout out to my brother, MJ II, for his photography, videography. So
Booking.
getting us through. He a busy man now. I don't know.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, still booking.
Yeah.
But yes, we hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments.
Yes.
How do you do it?
Down below.
Down in the comments. We want to hear what you guys are thinking. You know, with Coco Jones and Ari Lennox and and Mary J. Blige and all them. It was light today. It was nothing too heavy.
Cool, yeah.
I mean, that's so crazy. And shout out to Ryan Coogler.
Go see Sinner.
Yes, go see Sinners and listen to our podcast. All right, bye.
Stop messing with them young girls.
Ooh.